Hey, wow, wow, wow. So many beautiful people here. See you all, guys. And well done. Well done for taking the time to settle. To settle. Welcome, Maxine. And Moreg. Welcome, Moreg. There is a beautiful phrase in Hebrew that it goes Yeshuv Hadat. Yeshuv Hadat, which translates into two things, really. The literal meaning. The first is the village of the knowing, and the second translation is the sitting of the knowing, the settled knowing. And when we look at it from a mindfulness perspective, it's welcome, Asher. When we look at Yeshuv Hadat from a mindfulness perspective, it is meditation. It is meditation. We have the knowledge, the da'at. It's not exactly wisdom. It's not the experiences that we have experienced in the past, and according to that we are basing our knowledge. It's more of kind of like emerging thoughts out of nowhere, not really nowhere, but it's experienced as it's out of nowhere. Welcome, Serena. Good to see you. So Yeshuv Hadat, or settling the mind, talks about really allowing ourselves to settle those emerging thoughts or emerging opinions or judgments. And the wonderful thing is that first the brain, the mind, is kind of rushing to judge. I don't like, that's good, that's not good. And it's very natural, because this is how we make sense of our world and navigate in it. Originated as a very successful mechanism, as this is the good berry that will nurture us, and this is the bad berry that will give us diarrhea for a week. So hence, this is good and this is bad, and like this I navigate in my life. But something had happened along the years, and with our very, very dominant mind, that it's starting to take over, and the mind is always constantly trying to solve and give us solutions. Even when it doesn't have a solution, it's basing its opinions on what it's exposed to, plus the previous experiences, a lot shaped by our hurt, by our traumas. So the practice of Yeshuv Hadat, of kind of sitting with the knowledge, it talks exactly about not responding to it, just to sit with it. The practice of mindfulness and meditation is that, right? We just sit with it. And it's not so easy, because at times it's just so strong. We are already there, and then we're noticing, actually, yeah, I was actually speaking about something completely else. Or I was reading a book. That happens to me. I read a book, and then suddenly, well, wait. I have no idea what the last paragraph is talking about. I wasn't here. And we are where our mind is, in many elements, many aspects, right? If we think sad thoughts, soon after we will become sad, and vice versa. If we think happy thoughts, that would affect also our mood, also our actions. If I think that I won't make it, most likely my behavior would be in a way that I won't make it. So in today's practice, we practice of just observing, just sitting with those thoughts rather than acting or responding. Now we don't have to stand up and take an action to respond. Another form, more common respond, is internally, is in the mind, such as justifying something, having a thought and then justifying it and continuing with it, reassuring, reaffirming us. And in the practice of Yeshua Dat, in the practice of settling the mind or the knowing, we really try to distinguish between judgments, whether it's good or bad, it's a judgment. And then how am I relating to it? And I'll guide us as we go. But really, it's so simple and so hard to just sit with the thoughts, just sit with it, not responding, not arguing, not saying right or wrong, I like, I don't like, but again and again come back to the breath, again and again come back to the body, to a different element, in specific the breath, which has an amazing potential to connect us. There's like a bridge between the conscious and the subconscious. In other modalities, and between the material to the spiritual. So that would be the practice. The practice will just to bridge between what is aware and what is not aware. And we do it simply by looking and settling. Okay, it's okay, just sit now. Only for 20 minutes, I just sit and breathe. What helps to do it is to start with finding a comfortable position. Any comfortable position, sitting or laying. Ideally, a position where you can get to a balance between self-supported, so straight spine, but also a place where we are relaxed enough to feel supported. And what helps is to take a slow, deep breath in, and in the exhalation, feel how the body sinks down. The cushion, the chair, the bed. And really with connecting to where you're at, starting physically. Oh, if your eyes are open, you can look around you. If your eyes are closed, you could just get a sense what you remember is around you. Noticing the sounds that surround your body. My voice from the headphones or the speakers or the phone. The music. And also the acoustics. Of the space that you're at. Noticing the sensations on your skin. Noticing the chair, cushion or bed that is beneath you. Ask yourself, how are you feeling starting this practice? Already taking a pause. dedicating 30 minutes to your well-being. Settling in this practice, how are you feeling right now? As you ask yourself this question, trying to identify any emotion or feeling, also notice how you think about it now. What do you think about how you feel, if at all? How it is perceived right now. I invite you to now direct the attention to the breath. There is no right or wrong breath, or any specific way to breathe. You maybe notice that just by looking at the breath itself changes. Maybe softened, deepened. Notice all the parts in the body that you feel the breath. Maybe you feel it in the nose, nostrils. Maybe you feel it in the upper lip. Back of the throat. Maybe you feel it in your abdomen or chest. I invite you to pick up one place that you feel the breath. Two, if you prefer, two places where you feel the breath. And decide that in the next 15 minutes, maybe a bit less, you are sitting with that sensation. And looking at it. Soon after, most likely thoughts will come up. It's totally natural and common. The goal is not to have any thoughts. The goal is to notice the thought. Similarly, when we notice the breath, it changes. The quality of the breath changes when we notice it. Like this, the quality of the thoughts, they change when we notice them. When a thought arises, ask yourself, what is the characteristic of that thought? Where is it coming from? And without analyzing it, coming back to full attention on the breath. Notice if the thought more related to the future, to the past, to the present. Notice if a hint of an emotion comes up, a hint, a subtle or strong emotion comes with these thoughts. Calling it in its name and coming back. Full attention on the breath. Not trying to silence, just to look. Just to observe, just to witness. While keeping the focus on the breath. It's only a matter of time until things will start to float up in our consciousness, whether it's physical comfort, emotional, or mental events, temporary events, different thoughts, emotions, and sensations. Settling the mind by just staying present with it. Settling our heart, our body, acknowledging its needs, experience, and with our attitude, hugging the experience with love and support. With deep, gentle breath and relaxing exhalation. As we come closer to the end of this practice, I invite us to take a deep, slow breath in, straighten the spine, and in the exhalation, really letting go of this practice without needing to be anywhere or do anything. No need to breathe in any specific way or focus on anything. Just rest. Completely allowing us being a human being. Not a human doing, just a human being. Just to be. And if there is stress, allow the stress to be. If there is long to-do lists, allow that to be. If there is relaxation, allowing that to be. Just being with any experience. Just for a couple of minutes, completely resting. You can also relax your body, your jaws, shoulders, allow your body to be heavy. Ask yourself, how are you feeling? After practicing settling the mind, not by quieting it, telling it off, simply by giving it a specific attention, an anchored attention, rather than reacting to it, responding to it. Keeping in mind the breath and connection between the internal and the external world, between the conscious and subconscious, between the material to the spiritual. Cultivating a sense of peace with our experiences. This is settling the mind. Slowly, slowly moving the fingers and toes. If you're ready, opening the eyes. If you need more time, please take it. Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Deanne. I wish us all, I wish all of us really, the whole world, a settled mind. but but we can start with ourselves. Yeah, if you found this practice helpful, please feel free to keep using it. It will go on YouTube. Um, love you all. Thank you.
Gilad.
Thank you, Joel.